special guest. You come over here in the hot seat with us. No. Don't run away from the spotlight now.
But I'm explaining so nobody don't think that it's free money. It's not free money. It's never free money.
Come have a seat, young lady.
Then again, he could have prevented all of this. He was taking the coronavirus as a joke, way before 2020.
That's because it really is.
Now, did you say he took it as a joke? What did he say? Not too long ago, like 5 minutes ago. It was a joke. You gonna walk in a restaurant with a mask, take it off, eat, and come out.
Then
and
again,
put it
millions
back
of people died.
Well, that's
Died from what?
right.
The virus.
Allegedly.
on.
It's all alleged.
Right. That's the
Those
allegedly.
numbers, those there. Let me tell you
quote
something.
unquote virus or old age.
Let me tell you something.
Well, it
Hold
was.
up, time out. Let me tell you something. Let me give y'all a little view here. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Now, when the pandemic first hit, right? It died down. The second spike, which is during the wintertime, during what season is that? Flu season and pneumonia season, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be spikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they knew that people were gonna get sick when they got cold. So the pandemic then died. So now we dealing with the flu season. So automatically you go and they test you, and the first thing they ask you, you coming in with these symptoms. They saying, do you have this? Do you have that? Which is all flu symptoms, but they label it as coronavirus. And then they tell you quarantine for 14 days. How can you be a pandemic when you can quarantine for 14 days from something and no cure, no, what do you call that? Antidote was given to these people.
Right.
It's just quarantine for 14 days, then it passed.
Right.
How long does the flu last? 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
14 days.
Depending on.
Think about
it. Depending on where the virus is.
I ain't saying this shit ain't real. They created it.
Right.
It's real. You got a patent for it. They got a fucking patent for the coronavirus.
Which
Oh, they
in
definitely
which
do.
in which
But they got a system
they
where they
allegedly
control
they allegedly have an antidote, but it has nothing in it pertaining to the coronavirus.
The coronavirus was
antibodies
made
that's in it.
in America and shipped to China where they released it. Because America didn't want to take the fall for releasing it, so they shipped it to China and said it was leaked accidentally.
Quote unquote. Right?
Allegedly.
No, accidentally.
Say allegedly.
No, ain't nobody gonna sue me.
You
over
don't
this.
know.
What they gonna get? A handshake and a milkshake? Come on. Well, a handshake from me and a milkshake from Devin. Right. Next question.
Did you guys hear about the people killing the Asians in this country just because of the virus?
Well,
I haven't.
let me tell you
It
something,
was
man.
on social media. They was like they were getting assaulted and they were killing.
Yes.
most
Well,
of
well, welcome to the black man's world. They've been killing us for 400 years, man. 400 plus years they've been killing us, yo. They dragged us from our country. They enslaved us on false pretenses. And for 400 years we've been killed and lynched and murdered. To this day, still lynched and murdered by the cops, which is really the KKK. They just wear a different suit.
Organized group.
Organized crime. How did you kill a man and get away with it? Just because you're a law officer? Does that make sense? Everybody should be held to the same standard, right? You don't see them killing white boys out there. You did, they have an uproar. Those cops are going to jail. But us, it's like, oh, it's target practice. We eliminated another one of them. That's what I think about it. Let's get out some real serious shit now that we got that out of the way.
Right.
Jelly or glazed?
Jelly.
How do you like your donut?
What are you doing?
We what?
I'm asking the question.
Well, I said jelly.
Jelly? Glazed? You like your donut glazed? You know what? You know, I like the best of both worlds. I like the glazed jelly donut. You know, I'm just saying.
I like
Krispy Kreme. That's another shout out. We might have to get a sponsor from Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme,
You know.
them donuts come in handy.
Yes. Freshest donut in the world.
co-signed by Dylan, right?
The only donut that gets shipped and come with Jerry curl juice, like activated on the box.
Right.
That's when you know it's real. You can't if somebody ship you a box of Dunkin' Donuts to your house, it's gonna look prestige. Like if somebody ship you some donuts from Krispy Kreme, the shit look wet. Like it went through the snow and rain. But when you eat that donut, it's like it just came off the conveyor belt. I'm just saying, like Krispy Kreme. Shout out to Krispy Kreme. You know, word.
Do you agree with his statement?
Not really.
Oh, really?
These
So you
young
prefer
people.
Dunkin' Donuts over Krispy Kreme?
He got a lot of living to do.
No.
He got a lot
Krispy
of living
Kreme
to
is
do.
definitely better than Dunkin' Donuts, but I just don't want the donut all wet and stuff.
Now,
From moisture.
oh, they're dry.
Dunkin' Donuts come, they probably be harder than a motherfucker, like a rock.
Mm-hmm.
You get that Krispy Kreme donut, you're like, God damn, this shit just came off the belt.
Right.
This is leaking activator. Like, the box is wet. That's how you know you got a Krispy Kreme donut. The box is just like, fuck it. Word. I got another question. What do you guys prefer, steak or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken, you're a chicken man. How about you?
I prefer chicken.
I like it. I like a nice juicy steak, man. You know.
Here and then. It depends on the mood.
Mm.
So, for the chicken.
Now, since you like chicken, which one? You like Popeyes or Bojangles?
Popeyes.
I can answer this one.
We already knew that.
Both
Yeah, he don't like
team.
Bojangles.
I got a real question for your ass. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
How?
The egg.
How?
Cause the egg, the chicken comes from the egg.
Chicken lays the egg.
This is $1 million question that can never be answered. You have a fucking chicken. The first chicken, first egg. Well, who knows which one came first? You know, like it's a question that can never really be answered. Yeah, think about it.
I feel like that's a stupid question.
Yeah, because I'm stoned.
Nice.
Jackie, thank you for the stonage, the privilege, and the patience. Yeah, this is a deep question though. Like, you think about it, man. You know, it's a real question.
Because that's with any animal. You don't know.
I
A
mean,
lot of animals lay eggs. So you asking about any animal that lays an egg. What came
Touche.
first?
But we talking about the chicken,
and
same
then
process.
not all animals lay eggs. We're mammals, so.
I gotta.
So here's a question for those mammals. Are you considered one?
Yeah, humans are mammals. What are you talking
Okay.
And why?
We don't lay eggs. We have hair.
Now here's the trick question to that.
We're warm
Are
blooded.
males or
Hey,
females?
wait for a second. Are we answering questions, or we just getting questions on top of questions? Just, we ain't coming to the
Right
answer.
there. Yeah, y'all ain't coming to a conclusion to nothing. So the dialogue is question
Cut
on
short.
question.
Question on question. Have partial answer.
Right.
And then it gets to a
But
topic.
you're supposed to have a whole full discussion about it so that you can move forward. So you can give your viewers explanation of why you was talking about it. You know,
You can ask them too. We get like.
once you start getting people,
we-
but
Anybody have any questions for us? And then
All
we-
you motherfuckers out there, listen. What came first, the chicken or the egg? And fucking
If you have
Krispy
answers-
Kreme over Dunkin' Donuts.
If you have
Y'all be the
answers-
goddamn judge. Because we don't know shit. We only know what we know.
What's your
That's
Twitter name?
part of the
Twitter
answer.
name?
You have a Twitter name?
Yeah, what's her name? Pretty Claus.
If you have any questions, you could go to the ad.
Pretty Claus. That's it.
AKA Sheets.
stop. Nice.
Like the gas station.
Nobody knows why I call them Sheets. This is my first time calling them that. It's gonna stick. Everybody like, yo,
Nice.
Sheets. Sheets, ask the right question, Sheets.
Y'all gonna do pretty good.
One question.
I think y'all need to have like some cards or some index cards out.
Well, we really need to get you up this goddamn table.
Okay.
Producer.
But it's not going. This is just a trial run, so I can sit here.
It's a trial
I
run,
can
but
sit here for right now.
absolutely.
So when y'all had the real thing, I can be in the audience.
We're gonna play this shit back later on. Later on, when we successful at what we doing, we gonna play this shit back.
Right.
Got you. And we gonna show y'all why she's not really on our segment. Best to believe, y'all will look, see shit like this. You can't rub a man's bald head on live TV. Oh, I know fucking what you call that?
YouTube podcast.
What is it, a podcast?
Right.
Can't do shit like that. And she on her fucking iPad playing Candy Crush. Candy Crush, another shout out, goddammit. We need those coins. We trying to get it from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is how we is. This is the richest in the household.
Also, we like to endorse Black Ink too. You know,
Black
No.
Ink.
We're not
Free
endorsing that.
tattoos, baby.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we got them.
We'll get back to y'all in the future. Future later. This is just a test run, but this ain't no test. This is the real run. Word. Devin, back to you, man. Hey, you can't play with your hair on TV. People don't want to know, man. Is those real dreads or are they faux braids?
Not dread.
Faux
I
locks?
just, my mom twisted them.
So those naps.
You know,
And another thing, man, before we go live, you know, this is like I said, we're gonna play this in the future, you know, after we're successful. And y'all, the one thing y'all don't wonder and worry about is why Devin didn't have lip chap on.
Oh,
His lips look like he has some powdered donuts right now. But I'm just saying, back to Devin. Back to Devin. He won't put his head up now, right?
got me looking like it.
I have a question.
Talk about it.
Who are the 3 people who have influenced you the most?
That's tough.
That's a good question, sir.
Oh, fuck, that's tough. Number one, for me, is definitely gonna be my grandfather. Cream of the crop. I watched this man day in, day out. You know, he's a heavy, overweight man, and you know, he was stern though. You know, he was precise with his coins. People called him stingy, but he wasn't. He took care of everybody. So definitely be my grandfather. He paved the way for me to be who I am today. Number 2 is gonna be my brother. My brother was more of a father figure to me than anything, you know. We was, how you call that, Irish twins?
Mm-hmm.
But he seemed so much older than me. But he always looked up to me for advice, which is, you know, is a good exchange of energy. And number 3, I'm gonna say, man, this is tough. So many people out there that influenced the fuck out of me. Damn, number 3. I'll come back to you at number 3 because I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings.
Hey, how about you, Isaiah?
That's hard.
That's tough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if they touch you, they touch you. People touch you in your life. You have to come across people that touch you. I had so
I
many
would
people
have to
touch
say
me.
first would be Carmelo Anthony.
Really?
The way how they kicked him out the league at first.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout his course of his career, I feel he didn't win,
Right.
but he won in an Olympic way, in a gold medalist way. You know?
With help. With help.
Well,
A tremendous amount of help.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
but that help, he had that big help in 2012, I would say, off the bench. Without him, they wouldn't win that one.
But how did he influence you in your life?
How did he influence you?
Right.
Oh, because they doubted him and he came back.
So, yeah,
So I figured with that, it would be a great impact on him.
Because people doubt you.
With all that doubt, he can get back.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2. Number 2. I like Kawhi. His hard work ethic. The way
Okay.
he's mad robotic, but
So you're influenced by the sports world.
Right.
Nobody touched you personally in your life outside of sports? Another question for you. Did you let anybody in to influence you outside of sports? That's the $1 million
Did I
question.
let anybody influence me? That's
Outside of sports.
In your
You
life.
take sports away.
Right.
You see, I know you can't sit here and tell me sports influenced you. All your influences came from sports.
Right.
It had to start somewhere in life
Right.
before sports. Before you even knew sports existed. Somebody had to touch you in some type of way.
Right. Somebody in your everyday life.
Everyday life.
Because you watch them on TV, but you never had a conversation with them, a
Right.
dialogue with them, so they can't.
I think you're more inspired by them.
Right.
people.
That's what I was gonna
Not
say.
influenced.
Inspired, because
Inspired, yeah.
but that inspiration that you will have towards them will show in your everyday life.
What made you who you are today? Who made you who you are today?
What made me?
Right. Those guys that you mentioned are inspirations,
Right.
not influences.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I wouldn't really know.
It's deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. That's deep.
I can say I've been influenced
Absolutely.
by several people in my life. Like I can't even narrow it down to 3 because
Mhm.
I'd be lying.
Exactly.
But the most important person that inspired me was my mom. She was a hardworking woman, and she didn't let nothing stop her from getting whatever she had to do to provide for her kids. Then I would say it was like women that I worked with that were much older that nourished me at that work ethic to keep a job and to have more. And then I will also say my spouse, my children. My children are a great influence on me because without having them, I wouldn't be the best mom I am. Because I consider myself the best mom ever. You know, but it will be like,
And that's exactly why she ain't gonna be on our future podcast. It's all about her. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed something beyond imaginary. You know, when we ask the question, she make it about her. Goddamn it. So I did it. Goddamn it. I'm Lucille Ball in this bitch.
You ain't supposed to let them. You ain't supposed to let them know. You're supposed to go over their head.
It's a goddamn podcast, not a goddamn.
well, this is a test run.
Test
So I'm part of the test run, and then when it gets to the table, it all comes to the table. I don't have to be here, but I'm just saying. I'm
I'm
just
gonna
talking.
go all the fuck out right now. For you to see this episode that ain't gonna never fucking air, you're gonna have to pay extra for it just because she in it.
I like that.
Trust and believe that. This is free TV.
At its finest.
We'll get back to Isaiah and his influences and his aspirations. How about you, sir?
Definitely my parents.
Ah.
They influenced me the most.
Mm.
You know, they dropped jewels on me. They helped me with everything. You know. Definitely my brother Dylan. Dylan influenced me the most. Second most. You know.
I ain't gonna go that far.
I mean,
I ain't gonna go that far. Don't give him no shot. He don't need no
Obviously,
5
you know,
seconds thing. Now he think he did something. He's only the goddamn producer of the show. That's it. He wears a do-rag and he fucking, I think in the past year he grew fucking 6 inches. He think he the man now. He's still a shorty in my life. But carry on.
yeah, Dylan.
No more Jack for you.
Dylan tends to get annoying sometimes, but you know, he's always there with me, always supports me. I really appreciate it, you know.
He got red cheeks right now. He got red cheeks.
And lastly, I really can't narrow it down, but another person would definitely be Kobe. Kobe with his Mamba mentality, you know.
You ain't meet Jordan, huh?
Kobe with his Mamba mentality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mamba mentality, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody got any more questions?
I have another question.
Oh, let's do it.
What's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Me, my passion.
Your passion.
Yeah. Hey, listen. When I'm passionate about something, I try to make you feel what I feel, so we could be on the same page. Like I'm a passionate fucking person. It's my love language. It's passion, and you know, like a lot of people don't understand that because they don't feel what you feel. But when I want something, I'm gonna go get it by all means. Sometimes it ain't the right way to do it. You know, it's become a life lesson. So you gotta, you know, take your lumps and you gotta lay in your bed, but you always have that opportunity to come back and make shit right.
Not all the time. Sometimes you can.
Sometimes
No,
you
you
can.
can't.
Well, if
Right.
you blessed to come back and do it,
Right.
do it. You grab the opportunity presents itself. You grab it with two hands. God damn it. So I'm passionate. People misunderstand your passion. My passion, anyways. How about you, sir?
I don't really get no, like one of those like they miss. I'm sorry for going on. How? What did you say?
What's
Producer.
something people seem to
Need some
misunderstand?
ice, sir.
Misunderstand.
Jack is really rocking. Yeah, man. What do people misunderstand about you?
I don't feel like people misunderstand about me.
Please explain.
I feel like they feel like they know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more. I feel like it's a more like a physical feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you too short.
Yeah. That's your truth. That's your truth. I can dig it, man.
Oh, you too short. You can't read. But then they look, they're like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
slow ass nigga. Hey.
We can't say nigga on our podcast, by the way. We all niggas, by the way. Rich nigga, poor nigga, you still a nigga.
Word.
Word. At least how the white people see us, still nigga. How about you, Devin?
Hey, I'm sorry for Jay-Z, but that's a quote though.
That's my nigga, yeah. He's the blueprint.
Mm.
You hear about the new deal the niggas just cut?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, y'all didn't hear about it? You heard about it? 50-50. With Moet Chandon and Hennessy, right? Or whatever. They bought 50% of his champagne.
Yeah.
And the nigga just make money fist over hand, man. Congratulations to Jay-Z. He's another motherfucker that inspired me, because I always listen to him. He is truly the blueprint. Absolutely the blueprint. Especially for a black man. How do you go from a drug dealer to you can sell if you a hustler. If you a hustler, you can sell water to a well, It's just in your DNA. And I salute that man 1000%. Oh, shout me out, nigga. Word. Real shit.
Did you answer the question?
Oh, no, he just went on.
Oh, okay.
Carry on. That's
One
fucking
thing-
Jack hitting him. I don't know why you ain't fucking with this shit. This shit got me where I need to be, man. Hey, Mom. This is Mom, by the way. This is the engine right here. Yo. This is the turn up juice for us right here. Cause she turned the fuck up. Don't fucking leave no dishes around. Don't garbage. Don't any fucking thing she on your ass, yo. Clean the fuck up. Y'all nasty. Give us a goddamn chance. Sometimes you gotta give people a chance, podcast. Y'all listeners out there, you gotta give people a chance to clean up. Like, damn, man. Like, I get the last grain of rice, put the goddamn plate in the garbage. I'm like, bruh, I just finished eating. And she come snatch your plate. You're like, how you know if I want it seconds or thirds? I like to eat, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But Mom just a cleanup woman. She got another terminology for the cleanup woman, but we'll talk about that in another podcast. Word.
Anybody that listen,
Nobody asked her.
if they know Betty Wright, the singer, you know who the goddamn cleanup woman is.
That's exactly why she ain't gonna be on a future podcast. She gonna play the background. This is a test run. People gonna pay for this, yo. They be like, damn, y'all was kind of corny in the beginning. Nah, it's just her. Got nothing to do with me. I'm on Jack, goddamn. I can never be corny. I'm the originator. Me. I started saying, see how she rub off on people? She started talking about her, then it's like, I started talking about me. And carry on, sir. But they gonna pay. What's the worst thing a person ever called you? How about that?
Roguish.
They ain't lying. Go ahead.
Sad.
Savage, goddamn.
No, worst thing somebody called me?
Who called you roguish?
A girl at my job.
Oh man, we had to get her autograph.
Sorry about that. Wow, would you tell us what happened during that time when she called you roguish? Like what was going on? What caused
What
you
did
to
you
call-
do? What was the process?
First of all, she wanted me to do something that's totally illegal. She wanted me to sign her out of work. And I told her that I wasn't doing that because cameras was watching us. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. What are you talking about? In which case, she didn't like my response. So she was like, yo, roguish ass. So I said, bitch, we won't do that right now. But I'll talk to you later.
And by the way, this is the segment that we're gonna edit out of the final. So compare them. Everybody got a little rogue in them, you know. But that wasn't called for.
Right.
That was cool.
You're right.
We don't want her autograph. Man.
No, we don't. We only
She
want her
fired.
part of it.
She fired. How about you? It's the worst thing somebody ever called you.
Not really, just short.
That's the worst thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth. Truth hurt?
Right, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's the truth, goddamn. Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
Take it, though.
Yeah, height don't determine you, man.
I know.
You know, sometimes you got a motherfucker that's too tall, and you're like, damn, why the fuck am I this? I hate being this tall. It's like I'm an alien, you know. Character is everything, yeah. You know, everybody ain't blessed with the perfect, you know, physical specimen. What do you call that shit?
Your stature.
My vocabulary will advance as we go on, by the way. But you know, everybody ain't blessed with the perfect height and the perfect body. None of us in here perfect.
Right.
Everybody got flaws.
He
We all
made
got
us
flaws.
all different for a reason.
You're just unique, man. You unique, yeah. You gotta use everything you got to your advantage.
Right.
Everything, yeah. Because when the world come at you, it come at you full speed. And they ain't gonna say time out. You know, give them a chance to recuperate type shit. You gotta be the best you. You gotta put your best foot forward. I don't have a problem
And then
with
you'll
your height,
never
man.
be remembered as the short guy. You'll be
Nope.
remembered as that guy
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little
and it won't even probably be little
It
motherfucker.
won't-
It
they
just
just
be
let you
that
that
guy.
nigga. Nobody,
Right.
hey, if you, like I said, yo, if you are who you really are, nobody ain't gonna see you for your height.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Because everybody can't do what you do.
Right.
That's how you gotta look at that. How about you, Devin? What's the worst thing you ever called?
I don't know.
Jizz?
I don't think so.
No, you got worse than jizz? Jizz is
I
just
can't recall anybody like calling me something bad or like,
You just got
like
bored.
wow, you really called me that.
That's because you got a lot of living to do.
Yeah.
You know, I've been called. The worst thing I ever was called in my life probably was two things. I'm gonna say, jerk and lazy. You don't get this far in life being lazy. For one, doing the shit I do is impossible. It's extremely impossible. But call me a jerk. You know, if you're gonna call me a jerk, say Mr. Jerk. You know, I have no problem with that because I know how to be real jerkish at times. But to hear it come from somebody that you respect, like, hold up, bro, you know me. I didn't know you felt like that. When did you start feeling like that? You call me a jerk.
It had to be in the moment.
When did
Whatever
really-
you did, I
you-
was like, stop acting like a jerk.
No, you jerk. It was like emphasis jerk. Like, you know. That wasn't cool coming from people you love and respect, you know. I would take that from the outside all day, you know. When somebody you love and respect and, you know, and you look in their eyes, you're like, man, you're the love of my life. And they say, jerk, you know, it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough if it happened like that.
Word. Any more questions?
I think that's
You done? Producer?
20, about 30 minutes in.
We got 30 minutes in? It's a test run. This is our first podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We don't
30
even have
minutes, that's not
microphones or
bad.
headphones or nothing. We don't even have the ring light yet, yo. It's
Well-
on the way, though.
This is only part 2.
It's part 2. Thanks, producer. You gonna run the credits after this?
Yeah.
Can I be the executive producer of this show?
Yes.
Because I want that money, too.
And we're all gonna say the names, you know, this and that, the end.
Good
I'm
job.
Daddy. God damn it. Capital D.
This the Dad and Devin show.
Maybe.
Word. We could rename that show to Dad, Devin, and Brother. Or Shorty. Because, you know. How would you prefer? Are you still with us here?
I'm still here.
Names don't really bother me.
They should.
I just go with it. I run with it. I just run with it.
That's all you can do, man. You know, somebody pass the ball, you gotta run. Man. You gotta bust through the hole.
Dad
Gotta break the
never knew
tackles.
Right.
The bulls.
Life.
Obstacles.
The bulls.
Hurdles. Funky roads.
Oh, there's a lot of those, man. I don't care how big a tall you is, it's always gonna be bumpy roads. It's always
Potholes.
ups and downs. Yeah, potholes will fuck your shit up, yo.
Quicksand.
Mm.
That's